That's out of here.
What's going on, guys? It's my Slayer back with another video. In this one today we got our RBI Baseball 19 honest review video for you guys. This is definitely a video that if you watch it, it's going to be probably if you're just trying to decide between this game or MLB The Show. And coming from a person who's played the show for, it's at least been since 2012. Since I played Xbox before. The show has kind of slowed down, if that makes sense, over the last couple years. You know, nothing's really changing with it. And you get to a point where, do you really want to be spending 60 bucks on a game that's basically copy and pasted just with new rosters? You know, that's what it comes down to. So, I decided this year to pick up RBI Baseball 19. I didn't have last year's. I think the last time I bought an RBI Baseball was 2015, which is pretty crazy. Now, obviously, if you guys have watched this series, or not this series, but this game series, basically, if you have an eye on it, you definitely can tell just from the video in the background that I'm playing. It has taken some major steps over the last couple years. So, right off the bat, guys, we're going to step in just the pros, and then we're going to do the cons. So, right out of the gate, you guys can see the graphics have just taken a huge step towards looking realistic. I think the player models look phenomenal in this game, and I think the atmosphere, the stadiums, the lighting, everything just looks so nice. Now, I think a lot of people don't realize is RBI Baseball is an arcade game. You know, you're not going to be playing RBI Baseball if you want that show experience, you know, that MLB experience. The show is more of like that arcade, here's a couple buttons, learn the controls, play with your friends, just have a good time. You know, that's what I've kind of felt. I played this game for a solid hour or so, just playing pickup games like this. And this kind of goes back to the case with, you know, what's it called, NBA, where NBA 2K is a very difficult game just to, you know, just play a couple casual pickup games. But I can hop on NBA Live and play a whole bunch of games and enjoy it. So that's what it comes down to, what you're looking for. Are you looking for that arcade feel or that real simulation? So the next pro I'd probably give is just the ability now to edit rosters, all the customization that you guys can do in this game now. Now, obviously, this game, it lacks a lot of customization, which I want to get to later. But for the most part of being able to edit, save rosters, all that, which, you know, most games now have that ability to do that type of thing, but there's games that lack it, and luckily this game has finally added it, and you guys can make whatever rosters you want. Another pro is this game does have legend pools. So you have a whole bunch of legends you can play with. Put them on teams. They have all-time legend teams. They have a whole bunch of stuff that you can do with legends that, you know, MLB The Show has, and they're celebrating that this year with their new legend. So definitely have to shout out to RBI Baseball for having those legends in an arcade game like that. So all in all, I think all around this game is definitely a very good step in the right direction, I should say. And honestly, I think it comes down to what you're looking for. Like I said, I don't want to get MLB The Show this year, and if I end up getting it, I'll probably get it when it goes like dirt cheap, like $30, which is what this game costs. So that's the price difference you're looking at. You're looking at spending 60 bucks for a MLB The Show game, which, like I said, based off all the gameplays and everything I've seen, it is identical to MLB 18, which is identical to MLB 17, which technically is identical to MLB 16. So, since MLB The Show has no competition, obviously they're not going to be editing or changing or putting everything out that they have. You are looking at a $30 difference if you do decide to get this game. This game just released yesterday. It is $30. So you guys can wait for it to go on sale if you want it. Well, let's get into the cons of the game, because I do have a few that kind of bother me a little bit. Number one being, yes, this game has, you know, play now, season, franchise, playoffs, home run derby, but what it lacks is something that would have made this game top notch, and that is a my player / road to the show type of mode. You know, being able to create a player and work his way through the majors as just that one player. I think that would have been really fun for them to incorporate into this game, especially since they took the huge step with their graphics and player models. Because there's certain times you look at this game on a certain time of the day and at certain little scenes, and it looks like MLB The Show. There are times it looks like it. Obviously, the game doesn't play like the show. It doesn't obviously look as good as the MLB The Show. The other con I have would be just the customization, like I said, in general. Yeah, it's a good thing that we can edit rosters, but we still can't, you know, create our own players. Or there's still no like type of mode where you can just edit like the players themselves. I can't go into like, you know, the Pirates roster and say, for instance, take Gregory Polanco and put his eye socks down to like, you know, baggy pants. I can't do that. So that's obviously where the show has it beat. If you're looking for a full customization type of game, definitely go with the show. But if you're looking for that arcade type of game, definitely go with this game. Probably my last con would have to be just the animation still and the way the game sometimes looks. There's times, you know, these players are making these catches, but the ball's not by them. I feel like, you know, a lot of the swing animations are the same. Yeah, I think technically everybody has their own batting stance, which for a while this game never had that. But, like I said, you watch the swings when they're making contact with the ball, it kind of looks the same. So, all in all, I definitely think this game is a very fun game. And it's obviously not top-notch where, you know, it's going to be obviously better than the show. But for what the game is as an arcade authentic MLB game, I think it hits the nail right on the head. I mean, you can compare this game to Super Mega Baseball, which personally myself, I love that game. But the one thing that Super Mega Baseball lacks is the real authentic MLB license. So yeah, you could technically argue on Super Mega Baseball you can make the teams and make the players, but that's a lot of work. You know, you hop over here on Super Mega or RBI Baseball 19 and you can play with all these MLB teams. Play with all your players, and if you want to, since they added it, you can trade players and make your own rosters if that's what you want. So, would I buy it right away, right now at 30 bucks? The only way I'm saying yes is if you're not planning on buying the show, and if you just want an arcade type of baseball game. And I think that's what made me decide to get it. You know, I watched videos, I saw some gameplay of it, and I'm like, this looks like a decent game this year compared to what it was last year. The last couple years, you know, the player models have been very small. A lot of fielding animations, a lot of things like that still were a little messed up. And they definitely took that next step, so I definitely enjoyed the game. I'll probably post more of it on my channel. And if you guys want me to, I may even start a franchise for you guys to post. And who knows? We'll see what happens. So, you guys can enjoy the rest of this gameplay. I may even cut it short. But that's my honest review. So, obviously I get down to the final thing. My final thoughts. Out of 10 right now, I'd probably give it a 7 to 7.5 out of 10. I think definitely with a couple more updates, fixing a couple of the animations, incorporating a couple patches, I think the game will be really good. So, 7.5 out of 10 for me. And I'd definitely recommend buying it if you want to. So, all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.
Out.